Yeah, keep it going for all the comedians you've seen so far tonight. My name's Tyler Morrison. I'm from a small town called Bracebridge, Ontario. Thank you. So it's nice to be here in the big city of Saskatoon. Saw a couple lesbians today. Fucking sweat. Things are going pretty good. Started watching basketball again recently. I realized I hadn't been watching basketball for a long time because I didn't even realize that New Orleans had a basketball team and they named it the Pelicans. What a shitty name for a basketball team. Just a terrible bird. Like, what good did a pelican ever do other than hitting Fabio in the face on a fucking roller coaster? You don't name your basketball team the Pelicans. I guess you could name it something like the Storks. Because no one's better at leaving a woman with a baby and flying away to another city, quite like an NBA player. Everyone's so full of shit these days, too, trying to make themselves look way better than they actually are. Even people like Brad Pitt. Don't know why he's blaming booze on his relationship collapsing. Pretty sure none of those kids look anything like him. I was so happy when Brangelina bit the dust. I was so pumped until my wife found out. She comes in, she's like, oh my God, if they can't make it, how are we supposed to make it? How's anyone supposed to make it? It's like, I don't think anyone's trying to bang us. Those are the two hottest people on planet Earth. Pretty sure last week you and I went to McDonald's for breakfast and stayed for lunch. I don't think anyone's trying to hornswoggle their way into this romantic fairy tale. I heard the big deal breaker in that relationship too was Brad was yelling at the kids in the airport. No shit, he's yelling at his kids. He's got 6 of them. 3 of them can't even speak English. You got Mowgli from the Jungle Book running around, whipping his own shit at people. Of course he's freaking out. His parents are getting divorced. He's at the airport. Kid probably thinks he's going back to Cambodia. And my wife and I, we're team Brad Pitt in the whole divorce. I'm sorry, but who does Angelina Jolie think she is? Adopting 3 kids with Brad Pitt? Sexiest man alive? What, Brad Pitt's DNA's not good enough for you? Oh yeah, but you'll wear Billy Bob Thornton's blood in your neck around in a locket for 6 months. It's my new rule. You shouldn't be allowed to adopt children if you've ever banged a dude named Billy Bob. Totally team Brad. We always stream his old movies too online. One of the movies we just watched is that fishing movie, A River Runs Through It. Love that flick. At the end of the movie, my wife turns to me, she's like, why can't you be more like Brad Pitt? So what are you talking about? Ever since I first met you, I had flies at the end of my rod. Be more like Brad Pitt. The next week we stream Fight Club. I beat the shit out of her and convinced her she did it to herself. You're not supposed to joke about that stuff. Especially me. I made some mistakes when I was younger. One time I accidentally hit my girlfriend in the face with a baseball bat. Hear me out. I was at a party. It was an accident. I was all hammered up with some friends and there's this piñata there. My buddy takes out a Louisville Slugger. He hands it to me. He's like, dude, you gotta take a crack at this thing. Honestly, I have no idea how I drove all the way to her house with that blindfold on. She looked like a donkey. The name's Tyler Morrison. How do you fucking like me so far? Sounds good too. Oh my God. Oh, the world's a terrible place. I'm a degenerate, I really am. Here's some advice though, you can take this home. Never play cards with the elderly. They will lie, they'll cheat, they'll steal your money, and they'll act aloof if you call them out. I actually caught my own grandma cheating in poker not long ago. I had to say something. I was like, look, Grandma, you're no better than anyone else at this table, all right? You know the rules. You lost that hand. Now take off your shirt. It's not my fault. I'm from Bracebridge, Ontario. We don't got strip clubs there. We had one strip club, everyone loved it, until some moron decided to build a little girls' dance academy right across the street. Yeah, there's a nice glimpse into the future. That's the equivalent of building an old age home right across the street from the cemetery. And I haven't been to the strip club for a while because last time I went to a strip club, I almost got shot in the parking lot. Let me say this, there are no good people in strip club parking lots at 3 a.m. People say to me, Tyler, if there's no good people in strip club parking lots at 3 a.m., what were you doing there? I think the answer to that's pretty simple. Looking for Pokemon. You don't want to see the girls stripping in my hometown either, man. Because in my hometown, we got a motto, and that motto is, who needs a bottle opener when you got a friend with shit teeth? That's the local dental plan. By the way, who are these dentists acting like they're your buddy? You come in there, they throw on a piece of Kevlar like it's for safety. It's like, dude, pretty sure you're charging me $200 an hour. You're the only guy in this office that should be wearing a bulletproof vest. Acting like you're my friend. Oh, hey, Tyler, you still got that toothbrush I gave you? Yeah, you still got that fucking BMW we got you? I love where I live, though, man, I do. I come from a place where everyone thinks they get away with drinking and driving simply by wearing camouflage. That's what I don't understand about hunters. Every year they go and spend a whole bunch of money on camouflage just to outsmart an animal that can't even see a car coming. Every year, 15,000 deer are killed by cars. Who needs a gun when you got a six-pack and a slick road? Last year alone, in one fatal swipe with his truck, my uncle killed 10 deer. The Ministry of Natural Resources were crying almost as hard as the children were at Santa's village. It's my new gun control policy, guys. If you've got a mullet, you don't get a bullet. Sorry, Duck Dynasty. You see, these morons on Duck Dynasty, they go out, spend a whole bunch of money on a fake duck, use it to lure a real duck, kill it, then pay to have it made into a fake fucking duck. Sorry, boys, don't really need to hear your views on gay marriage. I'm not saying all hunters are dumb. I'm just saying all dumb people hunt. They should just call that show what it really is. Carnies with guns. I don't trust carnies either, man, because what are carnies really? Carnies are just homeless people on tour. And I get it, I shouldn't make fun of homeless people. I come from a small town of Bracebridge. We only have one homeless guy in our town, and everyone thinks that's great. They're like, wow, your town only has one homeless person? That's amazing. But if you think about it, it's actually way worse. Because we could end homelessness. But we won't. Just that one poor bastard. Hey, Tyler, can I have a place to crash and a warm bowl of soup? Clifford, get your dirty ass off my fucking porch. You know who the most ruthless people are to the homeless? Real estate agents. We got any real estate agents in the house tonight? Not any fucking more we don't, huh? Let me tell you why you're a piece of shit. Real estate agents advertise their faces on park benches. That's where homeless people sleep. Imagine being a homeless dude just trying to catch a few Z's. Gotta stare at Debbie Calhoun's face all fucking night.
Want a house? You'll never afford it, buddy.
Fucking Debbie, man. I'm probably gonna be homeless soon too, because I'm a new dad now. I'm all broke. Sucks. I like being a new dad. It is fun, but I try and be hands-on because I'm always away, right? I'm always on the road. So sometimes when I'm home, I'm like in it to win it, right? My daughter, she won't go to sleep sometimes. So to get her to go to sleep, I got to drive her around in her car seat, and she usually passes out. I think that's a real nice thing for a dad to do. But then I thought about that a little bit more. Nothing makes you look more like a serial killer than slowly creeping around a suburban neighborhood at dusk in a jet black SUV with tinted windows. Let me put it like this. The female jogger we passed 5 times, running a little faster now. Those are just bad optics. You cannot smooth that out, man. You can't just wheel up to a group of soccer moms that are eyeballing you suspiciously, roll down your window and be like, no, it's okay. I already got a kid in the back. But I'll be honest with you guys, I was absolutely terrified to have sex with my wife for the first time after she had the kid. I felt like Superman going back to his home planet only to realize it's been destroyed. I should have known too. I was in the delivery room during that Game of Thrones marathon. It's not my fault. That doctor was a prick. He made me look. I saw my kid's head coming out of my wife's vagina. Sorry if I'm not in a big hurry to dive right back into that Friar Tuck pussy. Fuck off. My kid had a huge head, man. My kid's head coming out of my wife's vagina was like the Kool-Aid man busting through the fucking drywall. Oh, yeah. Insulation and shit everywhere. Look, I love my wife, but she ruined Taco Tuesday for everyone. I'll give her full credit, though. She actually cured my lifelong fear of burglars. Because the way I see it, I'm already sleeping next to the person who's going to take half my stuff. I think the main reason we don't get divorced is I don't want to end up with half of her stuff. If burglars ever showed up at our home, I'd just throw on a ski mask and start helping them. Yo, you guys got room on the truck for the China hutch? Quick, take the China hutch. No, not the China hutch. I said, get on the fucking ground. You guys are such a blast. Before I go, I'm just going to leave you on this. We don't always get fun shows like this. Sometimes we get, some hell gigs in Canadian comedy. I had one I thought was going to be amazing. I was opening for comedy legend Gilbert Gottfried. You guys know Gilbert Gottfried? In London, Ontario. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. I get to drive him down to the gig. I'm going to hear all these crazy road stories. The guy's insane, right? But I get him in the car. He's the exact opposite. He's just a shy, quiet old man. Doesn't say an entire word on the way down to London. Whole drive down there felt like a funeral motorcade. Felt like I had the sequel to Weekend at Bernie's in the passenger seat. To make matters worse, we get down to London, and every road is blocked off to get to the venue. There's police cars, there's barricades, there's sirens. London is under siege. And he's like texting on his phone frantically. I'm like, oh no, he's gonna text his agent and get me kicked off this tour, right? I gotta do something. So I say, fuck it, and I blast right through a police roadblock. hang a hard left. Next thing I know, Gilbert, Gottfried, and I are in the London Santa Claus parade. And he's looking at me like, what do we do? I'm like, Gilbert, start waving. He doesn't do anything, he just starts texting even more frantically. I don't know what he's saying. I can only imagine it's something like, oh great, now we're in the London Santa Claus parade. Now they can say, oh, here comes the fat kid from the Sandlot. With the parrot from Aladdin. And they're driving a Mazda 3. Don't they know who I am? I was in Problem Child 2. I was in Look Who's Talking 2. I was in Beverly Hills Cop 2. I was in everything fucking 2. I'll tell you one sequel I won't be in. Tyler Morrison opens for Gilbert Gottfried 2. That's how I got kicked off the Gilbert Gottfried tour, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler Morrison. Thank you very much.